Briefblock.
Okay, hey everybody. Welcome to our Sunday Q&A and request live stream. I see a lot of familiar faces out there, as always. Good to see you all. Happy Sunday. We are well into April, and it's a beautiful day here in the northeastern United States, where I live, out in the suburbs of Philadelphia. So hello everyone. We'll do some shout outs. We'll do all that fun stuff. Of course, we have Joe and Terry in our chat who are going to be watching out for your questions. And we have our friend Dennis on the line. Hi, Dennis. Got you there? Oh, I got to turn you up. Oh, I always do that. Hey, Dennis, you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm fine.
I always forget to turn up your volume, but
a lot of people do that.
I know. So, welcome. Look at all the great people we have here in the audience.
Yeah. They're starting to become like friends.
They are starting to become like friends. Familiar faces. It's always great to see. We're going to bring in some questions in a minute. Let me tell you a little bit what we're going to do today. I have some fun stuff planned. Of course, we'll answer as many questions as we can. Let me know in the chat if there's any issues with sound, as always. I'm getting a weird message on, I got to figure this out on YouTube. So once in a while I get this weird message that my bit rate is too low or something. So I hope I don't have any lag issues for you guys. I'll try to fix that for next time. But, so here's what we're going to do today. We've got some fun stuff planned. Blue Stingray says it's 5 a.m. where Blue Stingray is living. So thank you for joining us so early. Blue, where is that? That it's 5 a.m. And the Music Man is here from the Jazz live stream. Mike Hamilton says it's been a nice day in Scotland today. Jason Nguyen says it's rainy in Lewiston, New York. So I hope you guys get some sun. It's really beautiful here today. Let's see. Deanna Shipton says, hey guys. And Francesco, how was the weather today out there in Italy? I'm curious. All right. So today we got some fun stuff going on. We're going to be doing, I have a new instrument. I have a bari sax. So I'm going to show you my baritone sax today. I'm going to show you, I don't know if you guys saw, I posted on my Facebook page, I posted a video of me playing saxophone in 5 parts for a jazz piece. So I'm going to show you a little bit behind the scenes how I did that. I'll show you a little bit on my computer how I put that video together. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you my Facebook page. And then later on in the chat, I'm actually going to show you guys a special behind the scenes look at what my studio setup is. So I'm going to show you a special video of how I set up for my live streams. Okay. So why don't we go ahead and actually, Dennis, if you're there, have any questions come through that I could jump to right off the bat?
A couple. It's not so much questions.
Okay. Just any comments?
A lot of shout outs and comments, that kind of thing.
Awesome.
But here, I told you, Angie asked him if he can play Sorry by Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Then Alyssa wants to know, do you know Dr. Coons at UCF?
I don't.
He's the clarinet professor.
I don't know that person, but I'm curious who is asking that. Is that if you're asking that question?
Alyssa Dillon.
Oh, so okay, Alyssa, are you a student or do you know this professor? I certainly someone I should get to know. I always like to know
Yeah.
uh, educators and professors out there. So let me show you guys real quick. This is my Facebook page. If you guys don't follow me on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, go ahead and follow me on Facebook. Let me show you this. This is my Facebook page, and yesterday, I I got I was able to get a baritone sax, which I don't usually have at my house, but I was able to get one, and so I thought I would do a recording. I'd love to record a full jazz band saxophone section. Is five saxophones, two alto sax, tenor sax, baritone sax. So this is my video I recorded. Let's make this. Here we go. This is a Duke Ellington song. This is the introduction to the song. Let's give it a little listen. Hope we can hear it. Here it comes. So did you guys, I don't know if you guys happened to see that, but that was a lot of fun to record that video. I'm going to show you how I did that. All right, so let's go do some more shout outs, and then we'll do, I'll show you the baritone sax. We'll do shout outs and questions, and then I'll show you the baritone sax. So let's see here. David Cahiga says, "Can I do a tutorial of Take 5 by Dave Brubeck?" That's a good idea. That's a popular song that a lot of people request. Let me turn up my music here. Yeah. I should do that. Mike Hamilton says, "A new baritone sax delivered?" No, Mike, I was able to get an instrument that I had stored at school. I was able to get that. So I got my baritone sax. Let's see. Devin Russell, Darklands March. I don't know that one, but that sounds like a fun song. Angelina says, "I'm sorry, but I need to go. Bye." Okay, bye, Angelina. We'll miss you. Maybe we'll see you at our beginner or advanced live stream this week. Allison Weaver says, "That sounds like it's from a Disney movie." I assume, Allison, you mean the song I just played? Thank you. So that song is a Duke Ellington big band arrangement, one of my favorites. It's the introduction that the saxophones play to the big band song. It's called "Sophisticated Lady" is the name of the jazz standard, and that's the saxophone introduction. Yeah, Susie says, "That's beautiful." Thank you, Susie. Blue Stingray, I just answered that. It's called "Sophisticated Lady." You should check it out. It's one of the best jazz recordings. Green Giant. Okay, here's a question. I have a quick question. If you were an intermediate student playing tenor sax and you wanted to play for you, but let me see, I don't want to pay the high price, what estimate would you recommend to play? I wonder if, I guess you're asking about buying an intermediate saxophone. I'm trying to figure out this question. I would say a price you'd be looking at for an intermediate saxophone is probably around $2,000. Yeah, you're probably going to pay that. You could maybe find something used for a little bit less than that, like a nice mid-level Yamaha. But you're gonna spend around $2,000 here in the U.S. if you're looking for an intermediate sax. Alyssa Dillon, "I'm playing Shostakovich's Festive Overture and my virtual band at school." Oh, cool. "I play first clarinet and the runs are a little challenging. Do you have any tips for practicing?" Wow, yeah, Festive Overture. That's a serious, challenging piece of music, especially for the clarinets. Again, with a lot of my tips here is to take it at a slower tempo, practice it with a metronome. You might have some alternate fingerings you can do that might help you out. I'm going to take a look. It's been a while since I've looked at a festive overture on clarinet. I'll take a look at that. Okay, let me show you guys my Barry sax. Kimation Productions. Hi, how are you? Hello. I'm doing great, Kimation. How are you? You guys ready for a baritone sax? Here we go. While I'm getting my Barry sax, I'm going to show you guys this really cool behind-the-scenes view. I have a new camera, which is over here, and you guys are going to get to see what my little studio looks like. You ready? There is the view of my. This is where I set up and do all my video lessons, and I'll show you the full explanation of the different things that I have. But for now, I'm just going to get my Barry sax, which is over here on this stand. Oh, and it's big and heavy. Look at this thing. Okay, so here's my Barry sax. I'm going to get my reed. Okay. There's the big Barry sax reed. Any requests of, and Dennis, let me know if you see any requests of songs that I might know. I'm going to ask if anyone wants me to play a song on the Barry sax. I see Jason asks us how to play Cake by Ocean. Cake by the Ocean. I don't know that song. I can maybe Google it. Let's see here. Mike Hamilton says I'm such a show-off. All right. So check out this Barry sax could do like really low. Actually, the baritone sax is exactly twice as big as an alto sax. Here's an alto sax. The baritone sax is exactly twice as long. So if you were to like somehow stretch out these two instruments so they were straight and they had no bends in them, this tube would be half the size of this tube. And that's why they're in the same key and they're an octave apart. So looking for some requests. Let's see. Well, first I'm just going to play. I'm going to go down to the lowest note I can play. That's a low C. And I'm going to go down to a low B flat. So here's a low B flat. Now the note that a baritone sax has that no other saxophone has is they have this special key right here. That special key is going to let me go down to a low A, which no other saxophone can do. So here's the low A. You ready for this? I don't know if that. Hopefully that didn't overload your speakers. Oh, I'm seeing here in the chat. So Ocean Eyes is by Billie Eilish. Is that like a new song by her? I will check that out. Okay. Looking for other requests. Take on Me by Aha. Whoa. Is that da 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 da? I've never played that song. Da da da. All right. Oh boy. All right, I think I have it now. Give me a sec here. Okay, I gotta practice that one. Flight of the Bumblebee. I don't really know Flight of the Bumblebee. That's all I ever know of the Bumblebee. I gotta practice that one. So I played my lowest note. Now I can go up high too. Up to a high F. I can do some alternate notes to go higher. Oh boy, a high A. So you can go pretty high on this if you use your alternate fingerings. Yeah, Jason. Sorry, I kind of butchered that song, but thank you for being very forgiving. Daniel Manassa says, "How about bop? You mean just like jazz? I can play some jazz on this. Probably the most famous bebop jazz song is let's see." Does anyone know the name of that song? That is a famous jazz song. I'm going to put this big boy away for a second. I'll just hold him here. Okay, let's answer a couple questions. Blue Stingray says, you got to go to bed. See you next time. Okay. And Dennis, if there's anything you want to jump in with, feel free.
Yeah, I have a couple here.
Okay.
It says, Witchy Woman, do you know approximately how much a repad and head joint cork replacement would be for an intermediate flute?
Yeah, I would say a total repad, they get pretty pricey. They're like around $200, $300. It's worth it on an intermediate flute. Sometimes if you have a student model flute that's been around the house for years and it needs a total repad, sometimes the cost of a repad can cost more than just buying a new beginner flute. But if you got an intermediate flute, it's probably worth it. It's about $200-ish probably. Okay.
Music Man wants to know, what is the best instrument for me to choose with me who wears braces?
So Music Man, I see that question here. Music Man, do you currently play an instrument? You can get by on braces on any instrument. Braces are pose a particular challenge for brass players, like trumpet players, because you've got more sort of pressure against the lips and the teeth. But brass players can get through it. You just have to kind of take it easy and make it through those years with braces, and you can do okay. So Music Man, let me know what you already play. Okay, I'm curious. Jason Nguyen says, "Bravo, thank you." Dennis, do you have another one for me?
Yeah, sure. Pink Kitten says, I am thinking of switching from clarinet to flute. Is that a good idea?
Sure. I think it's fine. I always say ask your band director, because just make sure it's okay with your band director if you were in a band at school, because sometimes there are different rules they might have as far as the number of people to play instruments on different instruments. But yeah, clarinet to flute, it's similar fingers. You're going to learn a new embouchure. But flute is a very nice instrument. I recommend it. Witchy Woman says, that's cheaper than I expected. I think I'm pretty accurate with that. Between $200 and $300. I think that's about right. Abelina says, have a nice day. I have to go to sleep. Good night. Sleep tight. Sarah Najarian, what's the highest note and the lowest? On the baritone sax. Whoa. The lowest note is the low A. The highest note is the high F. Here's another song that my students played at marching band this year in the stands. You guys know this one? Do you guys recognize that one? That's from that video where the kids banging the oven door. Okay, and Dennis, feel free to jump in if there's any other questions.
Will do. Music Man, he has, what is the best, we already did that part, but the second part of it was he wanted to know if you could play Phantom of the Opera theme.
Da, 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 da. Wait, well, there's a couple of themes from Phantom of the Opera. There's the main one, the chromatic scale that's like on the organ, that's like the real sort of dramatic. What? Which one?
Yeah, no.
Da 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 da. That one?
Yeah.
The cool part about that is it's just a chromatic scale, half steps. And then I think that's it. Does that sound right now?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Then there's a really nice ballad from that. I really like that one.
Yeah. Allison Weaver says,
Yes.
in your opinion, is marching band fun and easy?
Yes,
I
and
thought you'd like that answer, that question.
yes, and I wouldn't say easy. I mean, the part of the fun part about marching band is that it's challenging, but you can do it. If it was too easy, I guess it wouldn't be fun, right? So marching band is fun, but I will say a lot of kids get nervous. They wonder if, I think the biggest worry I hear from maybe 8th graders who are thinking about marching band is they're worried that they can't march and play at the same time. And that maybe that's what you mean by easy. So don't worry about it being too challenging. Usually it takes a couple of weeks of practicing the basics and then you start to get the hang of it. So marching band is the best. You definitely should sign up. Good question. Let me show you guys, and Dennis is going to collect some more questions. I'm going to put my baritone sax back and I'm going to show you my behind the scenes here. So some cool stuff about my live stream setup here. Let me show you guys the behind the scenes look. So right here, this device here, this is how I change between the different camera views. So and then up here, oh, you can't quite see it. Up here is my MacBook. So when I'm getting ready for the show, let me get this ready. When I'm getting ready for the show, I have my different slides ready to go, and I can use this. I can switch over, and you can see, different slides that I want to show you. So that's pretty cool. And what else do we have? So that's my switcher here that I use. And this I can also use to make my little screen in the corner where I pop up like that. So then, let's see, over here, I have my keyboard. So if I want to show you some demonstration of scales, I can show you things like that. Over here, I have my laptop, where if I go over and I show you things like from my Facebook page, I just click on this and that shows you my laptop like that. So, of course, this is my microphone. Lots of interesting stuff here. And over here, this is the computer that shows me my live stream that's going out to you guys. I have my little live streaming device here, and it goes out to you guys there. So if you guys have any questions about just the technical setup, I would be happy to answer those. Let's take a couple more questions, and then I'm going to show you how I made my video for Facebook.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Here we go. Green Giant. What is a possibility reason that I can't play C low on alto I guess it's low C on alto, and how it sounds?
The biggest reason people can't get low notes on sax is because the embouchure is too much pressure from the bottom lip pushing up into the reed. So as you get lower on the saxophone, the reed has to vibrate sort of more, and you have to think of your O-shaped embouchure, O, not pressing like a sandwich. If you ever hear someone play their saxophone, it has that kind of pinched sound. That's because I'm squished. I'm all squished here, and I'm squishing the reed. Think of an O, and then as you get lower, you're going to slightly feel like you're keeping your mouth a little bit more open, and that will solve it for you. If you're still having problems, there could be an issue with your sax. It could be a leak, an air leak. Mo Seamus, Careless Whisper. This is request day, so I'll do a little bit of that. Do 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 do. That's all right. The song is in the key of B minor for saxophone, D minor concert. Pink Kitten says, cool setup. Thank you very much. Anything, Den, you have for me?
Yeah. Gabriel Weems. I owned a alto sax. I have 3 pieces missing from it. Can it be replaced or is it garbage?
Well, it really depends which pieces. It really depends which pieces are missing. If it's pieces that are not make or break, then it might still work. So if you can let me know, who is that from, Den? Is that from?
It's from Gabriel Weems.
Oh, Gabriel. All right, let me know if you know what pieces are missing. If it's like a key here, it's probably gonna be a problem. Or it could be something you could replace, and so it might not be junk. It could be something you could replace for not too much money. Lynette Smith says, put more mouthpiece. Yeah, that's also a solution and that relates to what I said, where when low notes aren't coming out, it's usually because the reed can't vibrate like it wants to. Make an O shape, and you can try taking a little bit more mouthpiece. Bexad, can I play Rondo alla Turca on any saxophone? Let me think about that one. Da-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'll try a little bit of it. Sorry, I'd have to look at that one, but that's the basic idea of it. Are you learning that song, Bexad? Can you play it? That's a fun song. Mike Hamilton, I struggle with fingering between 2 notes going back and forth. I want to break free. C B A B A C. Yeah, you know what? Actually, Mike, you bring up a good point there. Whenever you're going between C and B and A on the saxophone, it does take coordination because C is here and B is here. So a lot of times people can get that sort of blip-blop thing because you have to really coordinate one finger going down as soon as the other finger comes up. Okay? So just practice that slowly and try to get that coordination. Oh, guys, I have a really fun announcement for you. I totally forgot. I'm going to show you guys. There is a YouTuber who you might have heard of. I am going to have a special guest this week, and I want you guys to submit questions for me to ask. And my special guest, drum roll please, as soon as I get his channel up here, my special guest is going to be Christopher Bill, who's got the classical trombone. The name of his channel is Classical Trombone, although he does much more than classical trombone. He does all these cover videos, and he does one thing he's gotten really well known for is he does these mega what's the word with all these different trombone players playing together. I'm trying to find a good one. One of them he did went really viral. Let's see. He did Bohemian Rhapsody. Where's that one? He does cool things like this. Let's check this out. So does anybody know this guy's channel? What I want you to do is you're going to submit either on my, I'll put out, you can either Instagram me, you can send me on Instagram. I'll do an Instagram post on my Facebook page. You can tweet at me. I need questions from you guys that I can ask Christopher. when we have our we're gonna have a special guest this week, and so I'm going to show you right here. You guys can send me your requests, and actually, if you have questions, you can ask them here in the chat. I'll try to keep track of them. So while you guys are thinking about your questions, Dennis, any questions you have for me?
I do. Allison Weaver, I can't get C sharp to turn out right from when I go from E to D flat and then to C sharp.
E to D flat.
And then C sharp.
Well, we know D flat and either. I'm not sure if you wrote the question quite the way you wanted to, or maybe I'm not interpreting it right. But C sharp and D flat are the same note, so you don't have to move your fingers at all from C sharp to D flat. But maybe Allison, could you ask your question again, and let us know also what instrument? I think you play clarinet, right, Allison? If I remember that correctly. Allison, that was Allison, right, Dennis?
Yes.
Allison also asked,
Weaver.
do I answer people through email or Instagram? I do answer people. And Allison, did you email me and I didn't get back to you? I apologize if I didn't. But email me again and I'll get back to you. Let's see. Other questions, Den?
Yep. Marissa Avakin, what is the best reed brand do you recommend for the clarinet?
Van Doren, Blue Box, or Diodario. They have like Diodario Select. They used to be Rico. So those would be my two top recommendations. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, Christopher Price. I thought that newer saxophones had a special side key that takes the high F note to an F sharp.
Yes, they do. And actually, my baritone sax doesn't have one. It's a pretty nice, it's a Yamaha, I guess it's an intermediate, but it doesn't have the high F sharp. So guys, what I want to show you right now is, and I'm going to be looking for you guys to let me know some maybe ideas for questions you might have. And if you know who Christopher Bill is, he's really awesome. Check out his channel. I want to show you a little bit of how I did my video. So this is my laptop, all right? And I'm going to move myself over here. Okay. So what I did was I recorded each part individually. There's 5 different sax parts. So here's I have my little click. So this is the lead alto part. And then I did the second alto part. And then I did all the other parts. There's a tenor part. And I had to do the second tenor part. And then I had my baritone sax. Whew, high note. And then what I did was I went over to Final Cut and I put them all together. See, like all of me playing together? I had to stack them all on top of each other. And then they play all together. Here's a little bit of it again in Final Cut. So when you see those videos online when people do like different people playing together, that's how they have to do it using software like that. Okay. Beckside is asking, are we going to have a special guest on Monday? Yes, we're going to have my friend Tim Thompson, who's a music teacher and a trumpet player. He's going to come on because he's got some fun music that we're going to learn on Monday. Dennis, anything?
Yes. Green Giant, could you play Sax Boom?
Saxaboom. Oh, right. Bon. Oh, man. It's been a while. I did a video on that. Mm-hmm. I think I might have done a transcription. Saxaboom. Let me see. I'm going to show you guys the video that. Who did that come from, Dan?
That came from Green Giant.
Green Giant. So here we go.
Could you show us the magic? Could you give us a little taste?
Here it is, rare as a Stradivarius. Yes, I will give you a taste.
And that's basically all there is to it. There are 4 different phrases in this solo. Oh, I actually teach the whole thing. Okay, so if you want to watch this video, I actually write it out for you. And that's a baritone sax. So there you go. There's a little bit of saxoboom. Anything else, Dan?
Yeah. Allison asked, have you ever heard the song "You Belong to the City"?
No.
Okay.
I don't know that one.
And Devin Russell wants to know how do you play the Star Spangled Banner on clarinet?
Okay. I see Mike Hamilton's question here. I'm going to get my clarinet for Star Spangled Banner. I see Mike Hamilton asked, is the software free for making your videos? Some of it, yes. The iMovie comes standard on all Macs, I'm pretty sure. So in that sense, it was free, even though I bought my Mac, obviously. So a lot of my videos I do with iMovie, but if you want to do the stacking of where you have like 4 different pictures of me playing, you can't do that on iMovie. You need Final Cut Pro, which is like Final Cut is like you have to pay money to get the upgrade from iMovie. Star Spangled Banner. And then you repeat that part, and then you got the middle part. So there's the Star Spangled Banner. I've gotten requests to do a tutorial for that, so I'll put that on my list. Green Giant, what about alto for saxophone? Yeah, well, alto can play the same notes as the Barry sax music that I just showed you, except for the low A. I don't even know if there's a low A in it. So yeah, you could play it on alto, same key. And I'm looking through our comments. Dan, you can jump in if you want.
Yeah, Mike Hamilton, can Jack Black actually play the saxophone?
I don't think so. The funny part about that video is he was playing like this toy, this kid's toy. You can press the button, and it plays like a little saxophone riff. Yeah. Can he actually play the sax? Well, I think I might have seen him like play a note or two. I don't think he really can play. He can play the guitar. He's a great musician, and he can sing. Let's see. Any requests or questions? Let's see here. Allison Weaver. The notes I'm asking about for my other question. I'm not sure what that is referring to.
That was the C sharp to D flat.
I see it here. When I go from E to D with the second or first pinky, I forget which it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, those pinkies can get tricky. You got to really practice your alternate pinkies. One good way to practice it is to practice the 2 ways to play each note, like B, B, and then C, C sharp, changing your pinkies. Good thing to practice. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We are going to wrap up fairly soon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some shout outs of you guys can let me know again where you're watching from. I'll do some shout outs there. And while we're getting ready to do that, I want to show you guys just a little reminder of our schedule. Let's see. Here we go. So just a reminder, if you're new, you can come into our These Sunday live streams are kind of open. I just answer questions and things like that. But Mondays we have beginner band with lots of music for you to download and play along with. We have on Wednesdays advanced band with some more advanced techniques. Fridays, of course, we have our jazz. That's a lot of fun. We have a very special guest coming Friday to our jazz class. I'll be announcing that soon. Tomorrow we're going to have a special guest on trumpet. And Thursday, again, I'm doing my special session with Christopher Bill, which is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these shout-outs coming through. Let's find our shout-outs. Oh, Allison, I'm sorry. I keep thinking you play clarinet. All right, I got to have a little cheat sheet so I can remember what everyone plays. Okay. Blue is from Australia but had to leave, so thank you, Blue. Mike Hamilton says he's going to send a few clips my way for critique. Mo, how do we play the high C sharp? How do we play the high C sharp in the right way? Sometimes it's hard to make it. Mo, what instrument? So guys, when you ask me questions, make sure you put your instrument in the question because that always helps me. See, even Bexod knew Allison plays alto sax. I'm the only one that doesn't remember these things. Sorry, guys. Dennis, can you keep track? I don't know. I can't always keep track.
I will try to do that.
No, I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Bexod says you can also come to every stream, yeah, exactly, Bexod. You guys can come to every stream. We hopefully do some fun stuff. Allison Weaver, there's your shout out. Green Giant is watching from New Orleans. Hello to Green Giant. I know Jason is watching from New York. Mo's question was about alto sax. Well, high C sharp is the same as low C sharp. You just press the octave key. And so it's good to practice it with a tuner to make sure you're not going out of tune on your high C sharp, which I probably was doing a little bit there. And you just practice, maybe set your embouchure and just practice on key on and off. All right. Mike Hamilton does go to as many live streams as you can. That's great. Lynette Smith is watching from Beaufort, Georgia. Shout out to you. Thomas Alvarado is offering to send a picture of the Cantina theme music to Jason. That's very helpful. Awesome. Mo is watching.
There's one you have Sarah Najarian from Wilmington, Massachusetts.
Oh, did I miss? I missed
earlier.
I missed Sarah.
No
Sarah from Wilmington. Thank you for being here. Mo is watching from Dubai. That's awesome. Allison Weaver says, I hate sharps. Allison Weaver says, it's supposed to be high. Well, it depends how it's written. If it's written below the staff, it's your low C sharp. In the staff, above the staff. Green Giant, where can I get a tuner? Free app on the phone is called, I'm going to write it in the chat. It's called Bandmate Chromatic Tuner. You can Google it. You can search it. It's free, the free version, and there's an upgraded version you can get. Mike Hamilton, does Bandmate let you know if your note is not quite right? It shows you if you're flat or sharp. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to just one more time remind you if you need to get in touch with me. Whoa. Get over here. Here we go. If you need to get in touch with me, you can send me an email. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter. So just a reminder, feel free to reach out to me, drselfridgemusic@gmail.com. And on all that social media stuff, make sure you reach out with any of your questions. I'm always happy to hear from you. and we're going to be getting ready to log off fairly soon. So if you have any last minute questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. Alrighty. So right about now, I'm going to say thanks to Dennis. Thank you for being here as always, Den.
We'll see you on Monday.
Yes, absolutely. Monday is going to be our beginner band. And everyone say thank you to Dennis in the chat, and thank you to Terry and Joe in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here. And until next time, you guys have a great day. Make sure you practice and let your friends know to join us at our live streams tomorrow, beginner band. All right, guys, thanks so much. And I will be talking to you soon. Take care.